coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. Joshua Carney will get it underway. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, break!
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That caught Tony Pollard. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Rams first down. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And good running on the
talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Milroe. That is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's called in on the left by Nakua. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
That's good.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
Now Pollard, he is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's the rookie from Alabama. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flowers with the catch. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A 1-yard gain.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. He's got it at the 3.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Line of scrimmage, the 3, 3rd and goal. Now this looks like a design run, and he's not. Gonna get in, tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
You could see the quarterback, once he got this snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
So, time to think about 4th and goal coming up. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. So on comes Joshua Cardi to try this field goal. His kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. Get this complete to Horton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and If he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Now Milroe on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Milroe throwing on second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
A big play for Seattle. 31 yards. First and 10. Milroe gonna throw it again. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
They go play action now with Milroe. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Seahawks going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Again, it's Milroe. Over the top, he's got it. Corey Horton, touchdown Seattle. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. Running here, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And Fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over possession here at the 44.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Milroe. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Now it's Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They'll go play action with Milroe. That's complete. It's JSN. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Groupie now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Seahawks move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Rams 3. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
20-yard line.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, LA. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Rams 10. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. 2nd down, they need 3. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Downfield, he's got Horton. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That pass play good for number 22. First down, Seattle.
First down.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. Groupie's kick is good. And the Seahawks are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle by Derek Hall. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Taking a shot. Downfield for Adams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And 8 yards.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. He'll look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Milrow. Left side, and is caught by Horton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now, and this one's good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he's into the end zone yet again.
Touchdown.
Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Rams 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting and let you down, that you cannot deny. We're growing light.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
43-yard line.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
At the 28-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it with Walker. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Andre On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, but then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They run with Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Walker. And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Seahawks add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Play action. He'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That is a big play for LA. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing, sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Set to go now on first and 10.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Going right back to Nakua, complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Forced out wide.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Ready, break.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the 1. If you're the defense, trap them back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
And now, more problems. After the safety, the free kick goes out of bounds. To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Third, they need 8. They'll look to throw. To the left side, and Adams has it. They get 16 on that connection. First down, LA.
16 yards.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up
Second and a yard.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.